According to Polo Colo, when we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. It's just about 10 days and some hours before the well-anticipated general election in Nigeria, slated for 25th February 2023. I hope you are prepared to vote wisely. Good morning and welcome to Now Streaming on Advent Cable Network Nigeria, ACNNTV. Glad to have you join the program today. I am your uncle, Smart Simon. I have in the studio this morning Comrade GERALD CHINONSO NWAORISA, the communication assistant to the APC National Youth Leader and also a member of APC Presidential Campaign Council. Also with us is the Barrister PATRICE AKWARA, a member of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, happy Valentine to you out there and to my gentlemen here in the studio.
Thank you, same to you.
Thank you. I want to hear from you as the member of the ruling party. There has been confusion in your party regarding the new Naira note. The governors of your party sue the federal government, and of course the federal government is being ruled by the party where they belong over the scarcity of Naira note and all that. So tell us, what is your party doing to rectify this quagmire we have found ourselves? Nigerians are suffering. I don't know whether you are feeling it or you have seen the suffering of Nigerians. And how can Nigerians, how can your party, led by the president, ameliorate these problems?
Thank you very much, and happy Valentine's Day celebration to everyone. The cash, the old Naira and new Naira problem that we're facing now is not just affecting only APC members, not just affecting every other Nigerian, but also APC members, including me, because right now I don't have cash. I have to now do transfer. Sometimes you will transfer money and
keep waiting.
So it's a big problem. Some governors sued the federal government. This is no longer a party issue, because if you check Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, he told us categorically clear on television that there are local government, there is a local government in Kaduna State, according to Governor Nasir El-Rufai, that is even bigger than Anambra State, but they have only one bank. So if you tell those people that, and you are giving them deadline 2 weeks or 10 days for them to carry all their money to bank, how possible is that? Because Governor El-Rufai made it clear that from where those people are to town where they can see banks are like 4 to 5 hours. Just in Kaduna, a local government that is bigger than the whole Anambra. Almost everybody there that keep their money at home. Now you are now telling them, you are giving them 10 days deadline to pack all their money to bank, which is like 4 to 5 hours. Do you know the security implication? Do you understand? That's why El-Rufai told them, extend this. Allow both the old and the new Naira for everybody to use it until the old Naira fizzles out. Same here with Governor of Kano State. He also joined the Governor Ganduje. He's telling you that Nasarawa State local government is bigger than Anambra and Imo. Just a local government in Kano. How many banks are there? They have just 2 banks. They have to now come to Sabongeri to put money in the bank. All those people keep their monies at home. You are now giving them, this is not a party issue. They are telling you reason they are taking the federal government to court. That a lot of their people don't go to banks. They keep their money at home. Banks are like 4 to 5 hours from where they are. And you are giving them 10 days, 1 month, this thing. That they should leave it for like the next 6 months or even 1 year, so that the old note will fizzle out. Now people are beginning to see it like they are hiding these monies because of APC elections, so they will not do vote buying. Who told you that if APC want to do vote buying, they cannot do vote buying? Who told you that hiding this money? Okay, now let me tell you something. Since money was in circulation, are you not seeing millions of people that are coming out for our rallies? Now they have sequestrated and withheld their money. Are people not still coming out for rally for us? If you said those times they used to pay them to come for rallies, what about now? Who is paying them? Do you understand me? All these people are just, the masses, the poor people are just suffering for nothing. They should extend it so people will have cash.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking anything against the new Naira notes, but allow people to have access to this cash.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, I need to make some corrections because what he said.
Yeah, I wanted to debunk that too, that a local government in Anambra State, I mean in Kano,
Kaduna State, there has been fact-checked to be lies.
We're talking about 21 local government in Anambra State. Yes. And then you're saying that there is one local government in Kano, or in Kano, Nasarawa local government, bigger than
it's not
one
true.
state.
It has been fact-checked after El Rufai made that.
I'm telling you what El Rufai said.
Is he
an authority?
Is he the Surveyor General of Nigeria?
So when you fact-checked it, what did you see?
We saw that
he was saying something.
We saw that
you know that he just El Rufai can just exaggerate something.
He just said he's a liar. It's not true. Don't locate your premise of the geographical location of the place based on where El Rufai is not the Surveyor General of this federation. Now, what you can Google it.
Land mass is different from people populating a certain space.
Exactly.
Okay.
You understand?
No matter how
you may have a space that is not big in terms of landmark, but
what is the population
highly
of that place?
populated by people.
Exactly.
And you will have a place that is having a very big landmass, but there are no people occupying those
There are
places.
no, whether land without people or people without land, there is no how you compare the east and the north.
All right, let me quickly hear from you.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, that's to show you that it's just red herring that they are doing. The truth of the matter is that the CBN gave 3 months, and the president even came out in his interview to say that he wants to leave a legacy of incorruptible political process, especially this last election, because the president himself had participated in the elections 4 times. He won the 4th one. So he knows the influence of money, you understand, in election process, especially starting from the primaries. So he said that this Naira redesign will make sure that it will curtail the Naira in circulation so that politicians will not have access to unlimited fund.
Yeah.
Then Central Bank also told us, from their own data analysis, also told us that more than 2 trillion Naira of Nigerian money was not in circulation, that has been released, have been mopped up and in people's homes. Come to think of it, this cashless policy was started by Sanusi, when Sanusi was the Central Bank governor 10 years ago, 10 solid years ago. And then from October, sometime on October, I think October 18 to, October 28 till January 28, 3 solid months that had been given the people this window of opportunity to take back your old notes and take the newly redesigned. People did not take it serious. Then the last minute, you understand? And decided. So what I just want to say is that I don't think this is a bad policy. I think this is a good monetary policy. The fact that the people did not take advantage of it initially has really precipitated this crisis. That is number one. Number two, I have participated in politics myself, in electoral politics. Having in the past 2 elections, I've been a candidate. I can tell you, just like in this last APC election, APC primaries, a particular delegate came out on national TV, having changed the monies he collected during APC primary. I think it's from Kaduna State or from Adamawa State. On national, it was on social media. He changed about 20 million Naira, and it was displayed in cash and used it to give to the indigent people from his community, from his local government. Just one single delegate got to it. That will tell you the obnoxious, the immoral and ungodly role these politicians, as in that was used in just APC primary. So you can begin to imagine what will happen in the presidential elections, that's in general elections. So I believe that the president using the instrumental, I don't have any doubt that it was the president that did all these things, maybe through the central bank governor. Do you understand?
He gave the approval.
I don't even think it's a matter of approval. I think, because there are a lot of things that go behind the scene, I think it was the president that conceived it and used the central bank to put it into effect. And that's why he's still adamant on it. And he's also a member of the APC.
I love everything he has said. Yeah, he said the truth. And the first thing he said that he loves the policy that Buhari put in place. For the first time, I'm hearing them now praise Buhari and his policies, which has never happened before.
I've not been a bad
Secondly,
no. Buhari, I like Buhari's agricultural policy. No. I even benefited from it.
Nice one.
Serious, yes.
Of course, farmers will vote for FTC.
I'm a farmer.
Are you hearing it?
I'm a farmer. No. I said it here once. I have a rice mill running in my local government, in Ngopala. You understand?
You're hearing him loud and clear.
Of course.
These are Buhari's achievements and APC
policy,
achievements.
But there are also a lot of policies that Buhari got very, very wrong.
Of course, because he's not perfect, and it's what Asiwaju will capitalize on and make Nigerians better.
Before we get
let me round up, please.
Okay.
Because once he praised Buhari's policies, first.
Some of Buhari's
policies. Some of Buhari policies, especially this Naira redesign
and the agric policy.
Yes. These are two key policies in making lives of Nigerians better. He praised Buhari as a Labour Party presidential campaign council member. That is good. So that's what I keep telling you, that when you sit here and...
So why is Tinubu attacking Buhari's policy?
How?
Tinubu went to Abeokuta, it's a notorious fact, and started kicking against the design.
He never kicked against it. He said, stop. Now you are
using it against him.
Of course it's true.
Oh, really?
Of course it's true. Let me now tell you. He never said that he's against the Naira redesign. He said, bring out the new money you have now, or you just collected back the old money from the market. He's not talking about himself.
The same thing. He's not talking frustration.
He's not talking about
policy.
Yes, he's frustrated the way poor people are suffering. Not about him. Can you hide money from Tinubu?
The problem of central bank. We have been seeing it on national
You cannot
TV.
hide money from Tinubu. That is just the truth.
Banks MDs and bank managers have been arrested. Some for holding 250 million. Some for holding 28.9 million.
For who? Are they holding it for Tinubu? Some are holding for Labour Party members too.
Oh, really?
For PDP. Is he only Tinubu that is running for the race?
Right.
Now, the last thing he said he now said during presidential primaries, one person came on TV and displayed 20 million.
I have the picture somewhere.
Are you telling me that Peter Obi defected from PDP and just jumped into Labour Party and they made him the presidential candidate without him paying money?
Nothing. He didn't give anything. I'm telling you.
Stop deceiving yourself. Politics is run by money.
It was a transparent...
You cannot do politics without spending money.
The primary...
There is no two ways about it.
Primaries was transparent. Even somebody like...
Transparent how?
Told me had to step down. Everybody stepped down.
Everybody just stepped down.
All right, thank you so much.
Did people not step down for Tinubu?
Thank you.
No.
People did not step down for Tinubu.
Gentlemen,
yes.
We have, each one of us has the privilege to be able to air his views and opinions.
All right.
It is not more or less a debate between the two of you. We want to, share our opinions on national issues. All right?
Yeah.
So shed your sword. The Punch said something that is very, very significant regarding Naira deadline. Say, banks, fuel stations reject old notes, ignore Supreme Court order. Right? I am privileged to have someone that works with Central Bank. And he said, look, Central Bank is not obeying whatever Supreme Court have said because Central Bank is not part of the suit.
It's not a party to the suit.
It's not a party to it. It was federal government.
So
that this continue. And in view of the fact that today is Valentine, banks, there are no cash. Filling stations are rejecting old notes, if you even have the old note. and then that is Supreme Court order is not obeyed by the central bank. How do you think this will affect the celebration of Valentine today?
Now you understand why Tinubu was crying. Now, because banks are not working, people cannot access their cash. You see why Tinubu was crying in Abeokuta. Not really, are you telling me Tinubu does not have cash now to spend? This is affecting the poor people and not the rich.
Okay.
That is why he's saying, make this money available to the poor people so they can buy whatever they want to buy. You cannot hide money away from Tinubu. It's practically impossible.
Okay.
Tinubu did not just wake up and come out to run for president. This man has been in this game
Now,
for over 30 years.
Thank you so much for your views. The point is,
Tinubu is now the spokesman of the masses.
Of course, he has been. He has always been.
When the university students were at home,
let me make my point. Tinubu is an APC person.
Of course.
In fact, at some point, he's considered the leader of the party. All right? So he has been part and parcel of this administration.
He has always been kind.
And if there is any advice he needs to offer to this administration, he should have offered the advice
to the president,
instead of
privately.
coming out to say what he said. Anyway, what is your point regarding this? What do you think will happen with Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
For me, Valentine's Day is not a day to spend money.
Okay.
It's a day of love.
Okay.
And there are many ways to show love.
Okay.
You don't necessarily show love by giving money. Do you get? Like this morning, I've already given my wife a Valentine gift, which I didn't even have to spend money. By the time I procured it, I made a transfer. You understand? So those who are really, and if you want to take your family or your loved one to any Valentine treat, you don't even need to spend cash. Most of the places, all the eatery places, all the supermarkets, they even prefer you to do electronic transfer or ATM or your POS. You understand?
Okay. So
cashless is. I've been cashless in the first instance. I'm a rural farmer. And I've been throughout last farming season, because I'm harvesting now. If you check my status, I've put my cassava farm on sale. It was the cassava farm on sale. The first installment is 2.6 hectares. It's on sale now. You understand? When we were planting, I can't remember giving anybody cash. I was always making transfers. I'll transfer to the POS guy, or transfer to those who have account, those who didn't have account, on daily basis. So I've been cashless right from time, even in the rural village of Amala.
So that is the way to go now.
That's the way to go.
Let me just add
So
something.
part of the
things,
things we stand to achieve with this new NERA policy is for us to go cashless.
Cashless is easier. It's very easy. It's very.
If only there will be improvement on the network.
And it also assists the government. Let me also tell you, apart from transportation, which we are still running in a primitive way, like they have started doing in some places, we can leverage on some of the experiences, like in UK, having this thing they call Oyster card. You load your card. Do you understand? Then they will debit you while before you get to. I think the government should build the infrastructure. The APC government failed to do this. You understand? They should have, before bringing out this all these cashless policies. If they had allowed Jonathan, maybe he would have done it, because I think they were contemplating building infrastructure. But that's not the issue for today. I think what we should do, is to back all these things with infrastructure that will enable cashless policy to run seamlessly. Do you understand? Because I think the sector that is suffering much today, apart from the peasant, trading and stuff, it is the transportation, because you need to travel from one place to the other. If you're not for those using Uber had gone cashless.
Exactly.
Both they've gone cashless, except for the buses. So I think the government should build infrastructure backbone for it.
I want to just reply him a little on what he said now. If you listen to what he just said now, you asked him how people are going to manage today that is Valentine and show love. He said he has already showed love to the wife without spending money. He just did transfer. And this is exactly the mindset and the way Labour Party people think.
Okay.
We are talking about Nigeria here of 200 million people.
I'm not a Nigerian, I mean.
And you are talking about you have done transfer. Do you know that there are people?
I bought what I gave to her far back.
That is what I'm telling you. What about somebody in Gombe? What about somebody in Borono?
Everybody.
What about?
And I gave example of even in my village.
You can
use SSD.
Let me round up.
Don't take it in isolation.
Let me round up. Do you know how many millions of Nigerians that don't have bank accounts? The question you ask is how you are going to show love now that there is no cash. You are talking USSD. Do you know how many million Nigerians that don't have bank accounts?
Whose fault? Is it not the fault
No,
of
you have to judge facing reality.
Since 10 years.
Reality on ground that those people you are neglecting, those voters, there are people in Kano, Borno, Jigawa, Gombe, all those people. How are we going to show them love? How are they going to show themselves love when they don't have cash?
These places have been.
They will still vote for APC,
and yet they are still being run as a primitive society.
No, you cannot put chain on somebody to go and open.
We are liberating them. Labour Party is liberating them. But how? Labour Party this election.
Say vote for Labour Party.
All right.
Say vote for Labour Party.
Thank you so much, viewers. We want to encourage you to please call in for your comment and contributions on these issues that we're looking at. Let me come back to Comrade Gerald. The Vanguard is saying, Erufai, I no longer believe in leadership quality around Buhari.
He never said that. I watched the video.
I say, alleges Buhari's cabal eyeing entering government.
Now, this is true.
Erufai denying Buhari to run away from APC's monumental failures. They are smelling defeat, resorting to ING, that is coming from PDP government. And then APC government unraveling, imploding, and that is coming from Kachuku. It's the APC government is unraveling and imploding. And then APC keep moving. So please help us. You say Erufai didn't say so, and this is what the headline is capturing this morning.
One thing about headline is when you read it, they will give a headline that will attract you to click on the link or for you to read the. He never said he no longer believes in.
So what did he say?
He said there are people in the presidency, you understand, that lost out during the primaries that are working against APC, and this is normal. We already know them. Even before he said that, we know all these people. And it's normal in every political and election period. You know, even in PDP, are Wike them and all those G5 government who are close to, are they not working against Wike? So this is politics. It happens. Not as if that these people say that are in Villa are APC members. That you are an appointee of Buhari doesn't automatically make you an APC member. Buhari appointed some people that are not even APC members, and they are working for him. After the 8 years of Buhari, they will just go their way. We, the APC members, will still remain. So what Governor Erufai is trying to let you know is that there are people in the villa that are working against APC's victory. Now, the question is, where are the polling units of these people? Do they have followers? Who are they going to convince to vote against APC? The only thing they have powers to do right now is to endorse policies that will make people in the streets suffer. So maybe they can now get angry and go on the ballots and vote against APC. That's the only thing they have power. They don't have...
Do you have any proof to all these things you're saying?
That what?
What you are saying, that these are what... that can Erufai make mention any particular person? He's just talking to the air. And all
names have been mentioned severally.
What are the names?
Whether it's Erufai or names have been mentioned, is there on social media, is there on the newspapers for you to see.
Say one person's name. Remind us.
One person that did what?
You cannot just come on a national TV and air something that you cannot substantiate.
Of course, but there is news trending since yesterday that a particular governor in Southwest start 22 billion. Did they mention name? But Labour Party people are celebrating.
Southwest, not West.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Start 22 billion. Did they mention any name? But you people are celebrating it. So this is election period.
Thank you.
It wasn't Labour Party.
Thank you. Viewers, we will pause here for a break, and when we return, we will go into the discussion proper. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers, and still in the studio, Barrister PATRICE AKWARA and COMRADE GERALD CHINONSO NWAORISA. We'll be going into the topic of discussion, which is a presidential campaign exercise and its odds. Well, before that, there is a concern really which I want to bring out from some of the trending stories. One of the headlines is why INEC won't conduct elections in 240 polling units. The Independent National Electoral Commission has said it will not conduct elections at 240 polling units across 28 state and federal capital in the forthcoming election. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, said this during a meeting with the national leaders of political parties in Abuja. And he says, number one, no new registration voters in affected polling units. He gave the reasons. He also said new numbers of polling units. The INEC chairman said the 2023 general election will now only hold in 176,606 polling units instead of the initial this time. He also talks about know your polling unit. All right, Barrister PATRICE, in view of what the INEC chairman is saying, do you think that is the proper way to go now that some of the polling units will not be voting? Would they not be at disadvantage, or are they not disenfranchised from their election and all that?
If I get that correct, I think what he meant there was that those units during the review of voters registration, no new voters did not go there to revalidate or to even register again.
Okay.
So at the end of the exercise, they collated all the numbers and found out that in this place, it's not as if they are disenfranchising anybody, but these are pre-existing polling units, but no new registrations were recorded in those places.
Yeah.
So as a result, they are phasing it off.
Yeah. He answered it correctly. That's exactly what the INEC chairman meant.
Now we are starting our discussion now on the presidential campaign exercise, because gradually it's coming to an end. Some of the parties have already hold their grand finale of their rallies. Some are holding theirs soon and all that. Now, I want to start with the Labour, because it seems that there is quagmire in your party right now in the Southwest. The Southwest Labour Party collapses structure into APC, and the man even said that he doubts if a Labour Party can have 1,000 votes in the entire Southwest.
Oh, really?
And then right now, it has collapsed. What will you say to that? What is happening in your party?
Nothing is happening. All this, just like my friend here, my brother here said, you are bound to see all these kind of things during this electoral cycle. These things are just synonymous with, professional politicians. These are A schools. He said 1,000. Didn't he see what happened in TBS, which was and what happened at Alaba, and what happened at Computer Village yesterday at Ikeja? Those people, are they less than? They can't be less than 5,000. And this is Southwest. And these are just executives of Labour Party who. I have a very good example. I have a good experience. Just like in 2019, I contested under PDP primaries in my constituency, Abom Bisengo Abala. Listen, so when PDP, their normal way, they just did a kangaroo primary, and I felt dissatisfied. I left the party and went and joined AA. And by the time I went to pick a ticket in AA, I know what I faced with them. A lot of politicians are there as excos of that party, waiting for people to come out, just like Obi felt satisfied with PDP and left PDP. It's just like somebody who is selling, who just presented his wares in the market, just kept it there for somebody who will come and buy it.
Exactly.
So Obi came without shishi. Obi doesn't give shishi. So they felt that they've been there keeping watch and nothing has been trickling down to them. So they just left. That's what happened. They forgot that the people on the street that are rooting for Obi are organically organized, organically following. It's just a spontaneous reaction to the message Obi has been spreading, which resonates with the young people, with a lot of people, a lot of,
We're already frustrated with the system.
And let me tell you, as a politician who has been on the campaign trail for 2 consecutive campaign cycle, let me tell you, the people you see coming to carry placard on the campaign ground, on the rallies, are not the real voters. If you don't give them money, they are not coming. If they don't have mobilized, so I know I'm speaking from experience. If they don't give them money, they are not coming. But Obi doesn't give money. His own people sponsor themselves. Like I sponsored myself from here to Owerri to join him when he visited Owerri. Aba, I took flights. I paid for my boarding, my everything. A lot of my colleagues, all of us in the President Campaign Council, in our subgroup, we joined. The same thing. I follow in a lot of WhatsApp group for Obi. I know the contributions we are making inside there to hire our own bosses, which is a clear-cut departure of what we went through.
Okay.
And let me also land with this. So the real people who come there are mobilized. The real voters are in the market. No market person will close his shop to come and, except for maybe the way he went to Alaba that day, or goes to Computer Village. No person selling a gari or a forero or selling will close his shop and come to stadium to, you understand what I mean? So the real voters are in the market selling.
So you have to go to them if you need to vote.
Public service. So on that election day, you will see the real voters come out. Not these people who fill the stadium. All of them, if you don't give them up to 1,000 or 2,000 per day they spend there, they end coming. And this is what all these people call this PDP, these establishment parties, PDP and APC, call structure. But they will be shocked. Just like let me just I attended a PDP fundraising ceremony. I was invited on Sunday, just because my friend was running from my zone. I was shocked when I heard. I couldn't believe that PDP in Imo State. But let me just not say this. So let me tell you that every election has its own dynamics. The dynamics of this particular election will wow Nigerians.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. I will come back to you. So you will tell us if you're sure that your party will win. Let me come to you. The northern APC governors won't deliver for Tinubu. And this is coming from ex-NHIS boss, that professor. He said, look, the governors in the north, the APC governors, won't deliver. What are you doing to ensure that these things don't come to pass? Do you think Tinubu will win the northern votes? Looking at Atiku factor.
Okay.
Of course, I'm Kwankwaso in Kano.
Yeah. To start with him, then I'll come quickly and answer everything you asked. He said people do not lock their shops. They are now, what he's saying now is to back the empty stadiums they'll be having during their rallies in the Labour Party. He's now saying that
empty stadium,
very empty, that they will show the face of the stadium. Then whenever we post the drone picture of you find out that the stadium is almost empty. What he's trying to do now is to back it up by saying most of their supporters are in the market selling. Now, I'm trying to let him know that our own supporters close their shops to come for our rally. These are two. They are planting. We have
seen them being carried in buses from other states.
I am not doubting that. Our P2B supporters trekking to the venue. Don't they use buses? No, I'm trying to arrive at something.
Okay.
Do you understand? What these people are doing is planting flowers in their house. We are farmers. Steady. See, no matter how you hit an umbrella on the ground, it can never turn to a walking stick. APC, we are so ready. We have the members. What people don't understand is that 90% of that crowd you see in APC rallies don't come for Tinubu.
They come for who?
Most of them come
for
their governor. Calm down. Most of them come my governor invited us. Some come, my senators, our House of Rep member, our local government chairman, our federal appointees in the party. This is structure. Most of these people are the people that mobilize these guys to come, not even Tinubu. You understand? That's why they have to support their person to win for the party to continue to progress. I don't know if you get my point. They don't understand. 98% of people that are supporting Obi because of Obi. So, how much support will he get in Gombe, Kaduna, Taraba, Yaya Bello's Kogi, Kwara? You understand? This is politics. This is not an emotional game. When you put all these things side by side, you will find out that it will be very difficult for Obi to even come third. This is not about he went to Alaba. Nigeria does not start from Lagos and end in Anambra State. Did you see our rally yesterday in Gombe? If you see the crowd from our rally, I was there yesterday. If you see the kind of crowd from our rally in Gombe State yesterday, okay, now that there is no money, how did we have this crowd? Are people still going to complain next weekend if we win election? Because there is no money. So how will you say now we have rigged the election again? If we had 1,000 people coming for our rally before this money was released, now we have 5,000 people coming out. Where are they coming out from?
Okay. Enough of all these rallies. Can you tell us? I will come to you. Can you tell us what is this that Asiwaju and Shetima is bringing on board?
Nice one.
I'm sure you need my vote, right?
Of course.
Tell us, what are they bringing on board that can enable someone like me to vote for them? I think it should be campaign based. You are still campaigning, right? Issue based. Yeah. So please.
Asiwaju, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Kashim Shettima are bringing intelligence. They are bringing, these are two people that have done it before. We are not voting Tinubu and Shettima so they will do. We are voting people that have done it before, that we are looking at what they have done when they were in power. Okay. No matter how you hate Tinubu, you cannot hide the fact that he's an achiever. Tinubu is the only presidential candidate that is saying, when I was a governor in Lagos, I did this. When I was a governor in Lagos, I did that. And they're showing you videos.
Mention one thing Tinubu did. I was a resident of Lagos when Tinubu was governor. Mention one thing.
Are you saying you have not been following Tinubu's campaign?
Lies, all those media.
He's calling lies. What Tinubu is saying lies, but it's all there.
But I'm just
you can never. Let me round up.
Yes,
let me round up. If you even watch your televisions, you will see what Kashim Shettima, they show him every day on TV. He displays his achievements in Boronu. Kashim Shettima, they show it channels, AIT.
He's just showcasing what is happening in Lagos. I don't know.
I'm talking about Kashim, he's talking about what Tinubu and Kashim are bringing on board. You understand? Now you have to go the same and ask Obi the same question. What have you done in the past? What have Dati done in the past for his people? Okay. Building a university where only rich people attend, where poor people cannot attend.
All right, thank you so much. Have you finished making your point?
No, I have not.
Quickly round up.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to let you know is that...
You are still telling me what he has done. I'm saying, what is he bringing on board?
That thing he has done in the past is what he's bringing on the national level.
All right.
What I'm saying now is agriculture, infrastructural development. Look at Lagos infrastructure. In Africa, is one of the best, if not the best. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu led the foundation.
The slum city, #1 slum city in the whole world.
Even America have one of the worst slum cities in the world. What are you saying? It doesn't mean when that a city is progress. Is it why you say?
All right, let me hear.
That Lagos is not progressive because of slum.
Okay, thank you very much. Fine, but just let me follow. Let me cue from the way he answers questions. Let me tell you something about. Tinubu for me is a creation of the media. I was an undergraduate at University of Lagos during Tinubu's 8 years, in fact, and also, or rather, I started before him and then ended before he left office. Let me tell you nothing. It was just Agbero criminality. It was even Marwa that helped Lagos. Tinubu is just. I don't know, each time they say what Tinubu did, is it what Fashola did or what Ambode did or what? Okay, and let me tell you, they even say he was the one who put all these things, which makes him a threat to democracy, because he's supposed to be the people putting like their own people. And if you oppose all those people, they threaten you with impeachment, with arrest, with just like Tinubu, Obi people were freely campaigning on Saturday, they started beating them. That Tinubu is just mafia style. He is, like I said here, something. He's the single most effective threat to democracy in this country. He has taken over revenue collection in Lagos, built his wife, his son. His wife is a senator. He finished as a senator, as a governor. His son is running. His daughter is Yaloja. He has just kicked. That's what he wants to transfer to national lifeline. And let me tell you, as a Lagosian then, nothing did Tinubu. Did nothing.
Enough of Tinubu. Tell us what APC is bringing on board.
Everyone smelling. Mushi, all of them smelling. It was even Ambode that came and gave us.
All right, tell us what is Labour Party bringing on board? Why should I vote for?
Why should you vote for Labour Party? When Obi was governor, I like his pattern of answering questions. Very intelligent guy, no matter he's supporting the wrong party. When Obi was governor, he came first in all the developmental parameters for judging states. He was first in MDG, he was first in Bill Gates, he was first in health, he was first in United Nations. Or he came even in education. Anambra was 27 before he came as governor. All his 8 years, Anambra came first. Obi also came in as a governor under ABGA with no single member in the state assembly. It was PDP and ACN. I recall that my classmate then, Mrs. Madagu at the University of Lagos, was entered the state assembly as a member of ACN. By Obi's second tenure, she became the speaker of that house. And by the time Obi finished, Anambra today is an APGA state. By the time Obi entered, they even had to impeach him at some point because of his economic policies that didn't allow them to inflate the cost of the contract. But by the time Obi finished, Obi left a legacy of APGA being the state party of Anambra State, because by the time he entered there, it was PDP, if you recall.
Yes.
In Gige was and then Anduba. So that is number one. So saying that when Obi comes in, he will give us. Obi ran Anambra State. We went for a burial then with my wife in Enugu. I drove from Owerri. I drove from Abuja to Owerri. Then from Owerri to, I can tell you, I just wanted to say, oh boy, but I remember I'm in national TV. The network of roads in Anambra then was seamless, because I grew up in Nnewi, so I know Anambra fairly well. I was with Ibeto. I served in Nnewi, so I was able to navigate all those places seamlessly. The road network was out of this world. You can't compare what we saw in Lagos there when Tinubu was there, because I was. So when Obi comes in, and all the economic indices and policies that Obi has been coming up with shows that this man knows economy. He knows economics. Obi is an economic guru. In that, if he were here, he would dissect, because you cannot give a solution to a problem you've not diagnosed. Obi will diagnose the economic problem of Nigeria and comparative to Africa and to the world, which means he has a very good solution to it. If you can, like doctors will all first and foremost make diagnosis before they start prescription. Do you understand? So Obi, because the problem of Nigeria today is economic problem. All the promises, see, just like what he was saying, how can somebody say those people coming to APC just coming to collect money? How can somebody buy fuel that he used to buy at 72 naira per liter, now buy it at some places 400? You buy the fuel, change your dollar from 168 used to be to 750, and then after it, you now go and vote APC. It is preposterous to common sense.
All right. Thank you so much. And
a bag of rice that used to be 18,000, you are buying it for 50,000.
Okay.
You want to go and vote for APC. They are coming to your rallies to collect the money.
The spokesman of Obi Dati Presidential Campaign Council, Yunus Adati and Yunus Atanko, has actually come to deny the collapse of the structure of Labour Party in Southwest. He says it's not true, that didn't happen. But let me come back to you. Momodu yesterday made a comment, and he says Tinubu, Atiku, Obi will battle Lagos vote. And don't forget that they have said there were just 4 persons in a room, according to Adams Oshomole, who is tweeting. And now Momodu, who is a PDP chieftain, is saying that these three persons will battle vote in Lagos,
No,
where Ashiwaju has been doing tremendously well. Tell us, so do you agree with what he's saying?
I don't agree with him completely. Obi is in the game for Lagos votes. That one is sure.
Okay.
When he say, where I don't agree with him is saying three of them. That is Tinubu, Atiku, and Atiku is out of Lagos completely.
Okay.
Do you know why? 99% of those that have been voting for Atiku in Lagos State are now voting for Obi.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand. Atiku is, if it's Lagos vote, he should just forget about it completely. It's Obi and Tinubu that will battle Lagos vote out. And mind you, it's only Lagos that Obi will get more votes in Lagos, more than he will get in Abia, Imo, Enugu. What I'm telling you is, after next weekend, you check. This is not an emotional game, or what I'm telling you is what is on ground. Because why? Even governors from Southeast will tell you that more Igbos live outside than
At home.
Southeast. Remember that when they tell you 1.5 million registered voters in Abia, remember that all those registered votes that they burnt and the ones under, even uncollected PVCs, stay counted as registered voters. That morning of the election, you will see the difference between registered votes and accredited voters. That's when you will see 1.5 million registered voters. You will now be seeing 600,000 accredited voters. So what I'm trying to let you know is that election is more than noise. You know, in 2019, Atiku, Peter Obi, Kwankwaso, all of them were together with the same supporters, and we gave them 3 million votes gap. Now, Atiku is the presidential
Don't
candidate.
forget it was Buhari that was on the ballot.
I'm coming.
It's no longer Buhari.
I am coming. Now that is no longer Buhari.
Now
that is no longer Buhari.
There are no incidents for
yes,
any longer.
now that is no longer Buhari. Now, okay, are you telling us that our supporters now will go and vote Obi? What I'm trying to tell you in all this.
Supporter in Southeast.
Calm down now. That we don't have supporters in Southeast because we don't make noise. Because if anybody talk in Imo, if anybody
go and write it.
APC members will not join you in argument because they will come to their homes and kill them in Southeast. So that's why they keep quiet.
Oh, really?
Okay. Try and watch. Tinubu is coming to Owerri today. Just try and you will see those members. We will not follow people and argue because they will kill them. You will see the kind of votes Tinubu will get in Imo. You will say, are people this stupid? That's what you'll be saying. So what I'm trying to let you know is that election is more than you people think. All these people were together in 2019 and lost woefully. This 2023, they are now candidates in separate parties. And we will beat them and beat them mercilessly.
Let me also tell you that this election, like I said earlier, every election has its own dynamics. A lot of, from INEC statistics, more than 30 million registered voters are young people, and these people have been apolitical. They've not really picked interest.
Lies.
And immediately,
INEC never said they were apolitical. He just said they are young.
I'm saying. I said that INEC registered more, but I'm saying that most of these young people had no interest in politics.
It's what you think.
No, I'm telling you that I've been contesting elections since 2015.
See, let me.
So I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just supporting people. I've been on the campaign trail for several nights. Even before then, I was Emeki Hedioha's agent. Ask him, so I know I'm not just talking to the air, and he knows. So what I'm trying to let you know is that most young people who voted, the upsurge of their interest in register was when Obi declared for Labour. It's a notorious fact.
Now he has said that fact. Most of the youths, the upsurge of their interest to
even participate
is when Obi declared. Now INEC made us to understand that only 11% new voters registered out of the people that have registered before, meaning the majority of people that will decide this vote are still the old voters.
How many?
11%. How many? Do you understand me?
How many? No, it's not true.
11%.
Your data is not correct.
It's very correct.
Last election, less than 30 million voted. less than 30.
I'm talking about register. It's not about voting.
No, wait.
Number of
Less
accredited
than-
voters are
we're talking
different.
of- It's exactly whether you're accredited or
Do
not.
you understand me?
It is those who vote that matters.
Yeah.
Out of 80-something million.
Yes, we have been.
That's what I keep telling
People have no desire in the past to even vote.
Okay, now they will vote.
Because
Many
that
people
is...
are interested.
And they will
All
vote
right, thank
against
you
themselves.
so much. Gerald, let me quickly get your last word.
Okay.
Yeah.
My last word is that nobody should come here next weekend to cry of rigging, because as far as all of us are concerned, there is no money in circulation, so there won't be any rigging.
Yeah.
So it means that if Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu wins next weekend, it's free and fair. Nobody should come and say he has rigged. Remember, there is no money in circulation. So what I'm telling you is that APC will win and win convincingly, because we have 22 governors. No matter how useless you think 22 governors are, a governor will get you 200,000 votes, even if he's sleeping on the election day.
Okay.
That is it. What I'm telling you, we have House of Rep members, senators, we have people that will be
You
at the
have
polling
structures.
units. We have the
Simple.
structures in
Thank
36
you.
states of the federation.
All right, your
These
last
people do
word.
My
not
last word will stay from. We did the same thing during Hakim. Hakim, when he was governor of Imo State. Hakim, when he was governor of Imo State, during that election, appointed all manner of people. And at the end, he lost. Even those people he appointed didn't vote for him. So my last word is Nigeria. 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 How many times did I call you people? Your salvation is closer than it has ever been. Get ready, vote for Peter Obi, and defend your votes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Barrister PATRICE AKWARA, for coming, and Comrade GERALD CHINONSO, who is saying that we should not wail by next week.
Don't wail, just accept it.
Yeah, all right, thank you so much. Viewers, thank you for being part of the show today. Love has nothing to do with what you are expecting to get, only with what you are expecting to give, which is everything. And this is coming from Catherine. Join us again, same time, same station tomorrow. Until then, have a lovely day and happy Valentine.